Millions of people around the world experience an emotion that we call anxiety. And why wouldn't they really? See, the fast paced world that we live in today is full of fake and unattainable things, full of angry people with social media platforms able to force their opinion on us without repercussion. It is the perfect breeding ground for anxiety. Our to do lists keep getting longer, and our time in the present keeps getting shorter. You see, we spend most of our time in the future, and if you follow Buddhism, you will know that this is where anxiety lives. All these tasks and fake labels we must attain cannot be done without constant planning. But why plan for the future if when you get there you cannot enjoy what you planned for? You will only be planning the next future endeavor. And this circle will continue forever. You may have noticed that I said experience anxiety and not suffer from anxiety. The difference here is that some believe, including myself, that suffering is a choice, whereas an experience is not. You cannot control your emotions because you, in fact, are them, but you can accept them. It is human nature to want to feel in control of everything, but anxiety is not something that can be controlled. You see, the more you try to control anxiety, or the more you try to escape it, the more powerful it becomes. If you perceive anxiety as a monster, then you will fear it, and fear and uncertainty is what anxiety feeds on. An alternate method to coexist with anxiety would be to accept anxiety as you. Also, anxiety is not all bad. Anxiety can bring us to an awareness level we may not obtain any other way. You will experience the world in an almost super awareness. Not to mention that anxiety, fight or flight, can and will save your life one day. Just maybe anxiety is not a separate entity, and anxiety is in fact you. You can accept that anxiety is a part of you and that does not define you, but is only one of many parts of you, and that it is fleeting. And once you do this, you will not fear it anymore. After time and with practice, it will not escalate because you will not enable it to escalate. Anxiety will come and go like waves in the ocean, sometimes larger, sometimes smaller, always unpredictable, but they will always stop, and the waters will always calm. The more we understand that everything is ever-changing, and nothing is permanent, and that everything ends, the more we can trust that anxiety too will pass. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to realize when anxiety starts. Lots of times it stays hidden in other emotions, trying to fool us just long enough for it to escalate. The signs are there though. Sometimes it is a lightheadedness or disorientation, perhaps a warm or cold feeling in the chest. Sometimes it is not a feeling, maybe it is an action or a reaction to something that is a clue. Perhaps you're stuck on something, or you feel the need to keep checking if you lock the car door. With time and practice, you will learn awareness, and you will be able to spot anxiety before it gets out of control. Just maybe you will not be scared of it. Just maybe you accept anxiety and it fades out all on its own. Just maybe you will feel in control by accepting that you have none. I believe that in society, anxiety is the elephant in the room. I also believe that we are giving it more power collectively by either ignoring it exists, being scared to admit we experience it, and by not being able to openly discuss it as a group. In turn, perceiving anxiety as a weakness and or something we suffer from, like we are a victim. You see, our emotions are created by the world we live in. We cannot control this world, not even a little bit, but we can learn to react differently, with patience, with understanding, we can learn to not be so hard on ourselves, and that acceptance is happiness.